John, yeah, thanks for your time, man. Again, I live in Ballard. I'm just trying to get to know some people in my community, and you're part of the community here. Again, you can look at me, don't worry about that. But tell me about yourself. Where were you born and raised?
Born in Seattle. I used to live I'm stuck outside halfway. I got a residence, but I don't have a residence due to private problems. I will not talk about my family. My mom is my mom. My mom worked her ass off. My dad worked his ass off. I used to take a prescription called Risperdal, over $3,000 a month. I stopped taking that shit when I was 17, give or take.
And what was that for?
Tourette syndrome.
Gotcha.
Went to a special education school. I'm a staunch supporter of the Second Amendment. Staunch.
So you're growing up in Seattle.
Yep.
What was home life like for you? Or any siblings too?
I have a younger sibling and I have an older sibling.
So you're right in the middle.
Yeah, they remain nameless. My mom worked, stayed at home. She had her other son.
Yeah.
Some breathing issues. It was squared away and he lived.
Yeah.
My dad is my dad.
What'd you guys do for fun when you were kids?
What we do for fun?
Yeah.
We used to go to swim.
Nice.
We used to
Ballard
go-
Pool?
No.
Where at?
We used to go to swim. We used to go
Oh,
where
swim. I thought you
used
said
to-
swim.
No.
Squim, nice.
I'm
What was in Squim?
extended family members. Yeah, they cousins. We do our thing. The Easters, the Sundays, all that crap. You got to give me a little bit more to work with here.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, just asking, when you guys were growing up, if something stuck out to you that you guys did for fun. You guys, like you said, went to Squim. When you went to high school,
Yeah.
and you were in a special
Yeah.
classes there,
Yeah.
and after high school, what'd you do?
Not much. It's kind of I don't think I'm gonna make that $20. It's not really a.
That's all right, man. Again, you be
Hey,
you.
look, okay.
Go ahead.
I didn't vote for Joe Biden. I'm politicking. I wanted to be a politician. I did the research I did. I'm going to do what I do. At some point, I'm either going to get grotesquely beaten or murdered. Maybe not. You never know. Fuck Joe Biden. I'm a patriot. So, with that being said, now I'm going to put an even bigger one on my back. I'm a Trump supporter stuck in Seattle, Washington. I only smoke pot. I'm trying to not smoke pot because they ask you a goddamn question on a federal form and you can't fucking lie. I'm a staunch supporter of the Second Amendment. If you don't know trigger reset, you got a lot of problems. Donald Trump will cut gas prices in half. Joe Biden, the American citizen working, should not be paying $5 goddamn almost a pump. Okay, everybody knows that. I don't know. I can't say anything special. I'm not going to get overly inflammatory or carried away. But I mean, my mom gave me my first bow and arrow when I was a kid, and I practiced with it. And that was the precursor. And I got into guns. I like target shooting. That's it. Nothing else. I used to be a security guard. And the nice drug problem in Seattle that I'd have to disagree with Chief Diaz. The whole gun thing. No, it's not a gun problem. It's a drug issue. And I'm not an IV drug user of any kind. I don't do that shit. I don't do it. Other than that, I don't really know what to say. It would have been nice to get a run for Congress someday. Those guys make enough money and they just flap. How do you change it? Well, here you go. It'd be nice to see a constitutional convention before 2030, ratifying different state laws or however it's done. I had to bump my head because I got the Tourette's and it did something to my memory. But,
No problem.
It'd be nice to see something done. And that's all I got.
Yeah.
How about yourself?
Well, I'm still trying to figure it out, man.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out Seattle stories and how to make this work. I don't know how it's going to work yet, but I think it's important to hear voices that aren't typically heard. No matter what, views, opinions, whatever, it's important. You got a voice, John, so.
Wow. You believe in psychics?
I believe it's a big question.
Okay,
It's
fair
like,
enough.
It's,
yeah.
You know, it's a deep
I don't
question.
know nothing.
What about you?
I think the possibility exists, yes. I do. I definitely do. And I also think that given the right dosage of weed, you never know what could happen. I mean, sky's the limit. I'm not a fan of cameras, so I'm doing my best here. I don't know what else to say.
No, you're doing great, man. Well, I try and just talk about, what is John's story? He was born in Seattle. He has some siblings, parents.
Yep.
Where does your life twist and turn, and like where does it go? Do you still talk to your siblings?
I got Tourette. No, I try not to. I have a younger sibling. I don't see eye to eye with him. He's got a problem, and I got a problem, and there's a little overlap, and it don't work out. So.
What about your folks? They still around?
Oh yeah, they're still there. Yeah, Dave's. Excuse me, my dad is. He's upright. Yeah. Bipedal. He's upright. Yeah.
Do you still communicate with them?
You can call it that. A little communication. Hell, sure, why not? Yeah.
Well, I don't know how old you are, but in your 20s, what's going on?
37. Not much. Not weed.
Yeah.
A lot of driving. Pretty much it.
Driving?
Yeah,
Tell me about that.
Like, I just drive. Used to drive. That's it.
Just
nothing
like
else.
Go and drive? Like road trip drive?
No, just boredom, nothing else to do, drive. Everybody else sleeps at night. I don't sleep much. I didn't smoke weed. I drove, build the muscle memory how to drive.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Was that kind of did it calm you down?
Yes, it did. I like driving very much.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I hear that. Well, in your 30s, what was going on in your 30s?
Whole lot of nothing. Then I started smoking weed. Then I turned into a fucking loser.
Yeah. Well, I mean, weed's legal. A lot of people smoke weed. It doesn't make you.
I turned into a fucking loser.
It doesn't make you a loser. Just something that's recreational, and
There's a handful of people that are wearing around the corner. Let's say there's a handful that it would have been nice to go somewhere one day east of here. Always do your damn research. That's what I would say to them, but childhood friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're talking about Idaho and Wyoming a second ago. Why do you want to go there?
Less people. Less damn people. I don't know what the hell he's doing, but.
He's just observing, it looks like.
Yeah.
Well, tell me about your current situation. Like, what's going on?
The truth. Okay. Truth. It was designed to tell the truth. Well, I just stole this fucking thing here, and I'm gonna eat it. It's the Southwest style chicken and wrap. I've never been to New Mexico, but I hear it's got beautiful country.
Yeah, it is. Well, I mean,
You want a half?
No, man, I'm good. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
But it's like you gotta eat, which is great. It sucks that people gotta steal food in America. That's a bummer to me. It's just like.
Yep.
People who are hungry should not have to do that.
Yep.
Like I wish you would,
Yeah, well, shit happens.
I wish they could give it to you. Is what I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, like,
I don't agree with the mayor's current policy to some extent. Yeah.
Lots of people don't. Are you open to talking about like the first time you became unhoused, kind of thing?
I left home because of a series of disagreements, not going into details. We didn't get along. I left 2 years ago. I lost my job. Everybody's aware. The world's aware. Maybe not. I don't know. I haven't worked. I've tried working. I got Tourette's. I'm perfectly capable of working. I think the councilman for Ballard has a lot of shit on his hands, and he's nice enough to help me out when he's nice enough to. So he's a Democrat, but I think he's got, I think he's trying. That's what counts. So, I don't really know. What I've learned is, that's a part of what I've learned. Now, other than that, I don't know what to say. Sometimes less is more. Yeah. I'm not really sure, but...
I was just kind of, again, your journey leads up to where you're at now.
Yep.
And how you got there.
Yep.
And it's like,
well, that's a verbal abuse on my part. Lots of verbal abuse.
And you said you stopped taking some kind of medication.
Yep.
That helped your Tourette's.
It did not help.
Oh, it didn't help
No,
your Tourette's.
sir.
Gotcha.
There was no point to pay $3,000 for them out of pocket.
Gotcha.
Risperdal.
It was supposed to help your
It
Tourette's?
was supposed to help. It didn't work.
Gotcha. Okay. So, I think an important question I like to ask, John, is there anything that you'd like to say to the people of Seattle?
Learn your goddamn Constitution. Vote how you're going to vote. Don't attempt to murder me. 4th, Bridget Merriman. Fire her. 5, six, 7. Buy yourself a gun. Study your Second Amendment. Always carry it with you, no more than 3 feet from you. Learn your gray man theory, because when it's removed, there's a lot of problems. I don't know what else to say. Smoke some fucking weed. Have some fun. I don't know. Shit. It'd be nice to see a archery range or something like that down in Golden Gardens. I don't know. I'm not used to the camera.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I used to brush my teeth and take a shot at the mouth by a gas pump. So there's a joke at least. No, I'm not currently high. That's all I got.
Hey man, thanks for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
It's good to hear your voice.
Yeah.
Let me grab that little mic.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Is it still rolling?
Yeah.
Know your Fifth Amendment. Know when to talk to law enforcement. Know when not to talk to law enforcement. They're not a complete threat, but they're not going to be overly friendly and underly friendly. Just, a word to the wise and to the ants of the world. Plead your fifth to protect your family. That's all I got.